If you like this video, all the tabs are available for free on our Patreon. If you join as a free member, you will receive the tabs and notation for all the examples in the following video. What if I told you that you already know what you need to know to sound like you're making sense over a blues and surgically playing the right sounds in the right places? All you really need is minor pentatonics, but you need to know where the minor thirds are. Let's take a look at A minor pentatonic over an A7 chord. Here's my A minor pentatonic first blues box. Now, for the one chord in the blues, you can use either minor pentatonic or major pentatonic. Both sound good. These notes and these notes. But right now we're just taking a look at minor pentatonic, but we're gonna take something from major by tweaking one of the notes, the flatted third. So on an A7, we're gonna look at C and push that C to a C sharp. Every time I see a C, I'm gonna bend it a half step. Okay. Now that gives me this modal sound that's really strange. It's 1, 3, 4, 5, flat 7. Think about it. A minor pentatonic scale is 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. But I'm just pushing those flatted 3s to a 3. So instead of this sound, I'm effectively making this sound. It's what we call a Mixolydian pentatonic. But here's how you get to it from that A7 sound. Now, I want to learn where those C's are in every blues box. So the second blues box looks like this. But here are my C's, 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna push those a half step up, bend them. Next box looks like this. Here I only have 2 C's. I'm gonna bend those. Pretty sick sounding already. Next box. I'm gonna push the C's. Last one, I have this. Here are my C's. So now I have options of what to play just over the one chord. I can just go minor pentatonic, or I can use that trick. But this becomes extremely useful when you switch from the 1 to the 4 chord. You really want to get away from the blues dad pentatonic sound. That means playing the A minor pentatonic over everything. So when you switch to the D7, you're just still playing A minor pentatonic. So what do you do when you switch to the D7? Well, you think about D minor pentatonic, and that makes a horrible sound until you locate its flatted thirds, the Fs, and bend those. You want to do that in all 5 positions as well. So that's going to look like this. Then you have your 5 chord. Blues dad pentatonic is playing A minor pentatonic over the E7. No. You want to see this. all these sounds. Now when I put it all together, I can play over a 1-4-5 blues and just switch. So step one is switching in parallel, meaning I learn one position like A minor, and then I switch it just by moving the root A to the root D and playing that root position box. So here's example one. So at a high level, what you want to do is be able to see all of them in one area. There are going to be 5 areas for this thing to see all 3 keys, but to play a blues without having to jump around, you're going to have to do it. So a good thing to do is just take 2 strings and try to see how you do that treatment of the scales on just these 2. So if I stick to my root position area, the 5th fret, here's my A minor pentatonic. Here's my D minor pentatonic. Here's my E minor pentatonic. Now what I'm gonna do is look at their thirds. The third of the A minor pentatonic is that C note, so I'm gonna bend that for the 1 chord. When I get to my 4 chord, the F is the minor third of that D. When I get to the E chord, that G is the flatted third of the E. But if I use those sounds, it sounds like I'm outlining harmony. Here's 1. 4. 5. 4, 1. You get why this is powerful. Let's hear that example over the track. So in a sense, what I'm really doing on the 1 chord is playing this exotic pentatonic, the Mixolydian one. And I'm doing the same thing on the 4 chord and on the 5 chord. It's sort of like Indian sounding, like Shakti or something, right? But the bends make it sound less eclectic and more blues. Especially on the 4 chord. If you like these exotic pentatonic scales, check out Jeff Beck. I happen to write a book about him. And it's right there in the description, so it's for sale now. Also, we are going to give you the tabs for this video free if you join Patreon as a free member. And if you pay $5 a month, we're gonna give you some examples, tabs, and we're gonna go deeper into this concept over other kinds of chords. So be sure to join us on Patreon. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we'll see you next time.